I'm your host Limber Muhammad Rafi, and here is my YouTube channel. Today, one of my subject is purely based on the effect of deforestation of the planet Earth and the effect it has on global warming and climate change, and see the disaster and the floods and destruction all across the world because how quickly the glaciers are melting. And one of the areas in the planet which is going to be affected most is Pakistan, because most glaciers of the world are here in Pakistan and they are melting fast. And obviously, with that, excessive water from that is not going to only just affect Pakistan but all its neighboring countries and India, and of course Afghanistan and Iran. So I think, even when this excessive water will go into the ocean after destroying the cities and all the coastal, especially harbors, then it's going to go and affect all the Gulf states. And by year 2025, it has been predicted that the whole of UAE, including Burj Khalifa, will be under the ocean, and there will be no such thing as UAE or United Arab Emirates. And all this, what these people have done, this will be a God's punishment to them. And so what will happen to Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Oman, and all those people who are at the moment are in a way, devil worship, and they consider United States of America or Donald Trump an ugly man, a womanizer, and morally corrupt and warmonger. And you can see he's only a property tycoon just for himself and nothing else. No human compassion, no morals, and he is one of the lowest. And his son-in-law Jared Kushner is a property tycoon developer, and so is Donald Trump, and so was his father. And he's the partner in crime is Netanyahu, who has been stuck to Israel and has promoted Zionist ideology and destroyed now. In fact, he has stuck the last nail in the coffin of Israel, and in the year 2030 there will be such thing as Israel on the map of the earth, and it will be self-destruction, and nobody else will be to blame. And the main blame it will get is the United States President, who implanted this illegal occupation and with just few thousand people recognized as a United Nations full member. And then ever since, with vetoes, they have protected, supplied billions of dollars of the hard-earned taxpayers' money of African Americans, Latinos, Japanese, Chinese, white Americans, farmers, and then paid this like slaves to their masters in Israel. So the whole of the Christianity is just a symbolic. In fact, it's a Jewish country, Jewish control by Apex and 12 other Jewish organizations. And that's a glimpse of that. You will see that what it has done. When I talk about the global warming and I talk about devastation and destruction, unless you cover the glaciers with very large, cover, just as they have done onto the Switzerland Alps, then there is no other solution. There is no way. The global warming is definitely going to melt the glaciers, and first country in the front line is the Pakistan, and already it has started, and every year it's going to get worse. Unfortunately, there is neither any respect for international law, and the main culprit to disobey or have disregard is the Israel, again Jew. And unless you get rid of this menace, and the main supporter of that, who has, I think, of the total 50 times, 48 times he has vetoed, and to support the wrong sports evil against the whole world. And so you cannot really have peace in this world and have no disasters unless you get rid of these two people. One is the American empire, which is close to disintegration, in fact, by the Donald Trump at the moment, the Mad King who is acting as dictator, and then his son-in-law, and who wants to possess the coastal land of Gaza by killing 2.9 people by starvation and genocide. And this is their target, and that's why they does not wants to promote. He playing double game. It is two-faced hypocrite, and he doesn't want ceasefire because he wants the piece of land. Just off the coast of Gaza Strip is a small piece of ocean. There are trillions and trillions dollars worth of gas and oil, and they don't just want beach villas, all three of them, the three devils, the three musketeers. They also want the revenues from those and then supply that gas to Europe through Cyprus and rule the whole world. Now, this is what man proposes, this is what devil thinks, but the God always disposes and let the man propose in the shape of a devil. They were sent, these are satanic people to before the end of the world. Such characters had to appear, and they are here. But time is not on their side, and the whole world will see. As a historian, I am predicting that very soon this swing will be over. The whole world in depression will have a sigh of relief when both are disintegrated and disappear. And empires like America will not be conquered from any side, outsider. They are always broken and conquered from within, just like the great Roman Empire. So would happen to Israel. Although these 57 Islamic countries by name only are not Muslims, none of them is a practicing Muslim. And when anybody who believes America is a superpower and not God Almighty superpower who created them is no more. It's Islam. He is outside, the Islam. So it's a non-Muslim. Irrespective whether it's Saudi Arabia, UAE, Oman, Qatar, Malaysia, Pakistan, and Muslims in India, no one is, because you can, Egypt, especially Jordan, Syria, none. So you can see the cowardness of these people. They are looking at the starving kids. They are looking at the last, the Palestinian in Gaza to die, so that, their God, who is Donald Trump, and Netanyahu, and they consider him as the people who cannot be defeated, and they have in fact forgotten the Islamic history. So how could they be Muslims? So I feel sorry and pity, and I think soon they will be replaced by non-Muslims, or new converts who have converted from other religion to Islam and truly follow that, and they are brave. And you can look at the whole of the world, Europe, Australia, Denmark, Belgium, Spain, and you see the demonstrations in England and Ireland, and see their courage in France. So you can see for yourself, there will be people who will be converting into Islam from those countries, who will be real Muslims, and replace the whole 57 Islamic countries by them. God Almighty is not dependent of these geographical borders. His religion is universal and will be a blessing for the whole new converts or new Muslims who will be really Muslims and not inherited Islam. And you can see that for yourself. These are devils, fugitives, hypocrites, and they burn in the deepest pits of hell.
Hugging a tree can literally recharge your nervous system and expand your aura, not metaphorically, biologically, electromagnetically, and energetically. When you hug a tree, you're making direct contact with one of the most stable bioelectrical systems in nature. Trees are grounded deep into the earth, constantly channeling electrons upward, while also absorbing sunlight, water, and atmospheric charge. Your body, made of conductive water and minerals, begins to entrain with that energy. Your heart rate slows, cortisol drops, and your nervous system shifts from fight or flight into parasympathetic calm. This is when your electromagnetic field, the one your heart emits, becomes more coherent, more expansive, and more magnetic. Studies have shown that contact with trees releases phytoncides, plant compounds that boost immune function and reduce stress hormones. But beyond the biology, something deeper happens. Your energy field aligns with a rhythm older than civilization itself. People feel your presence more. You feel more alive. That's not a hippie talk. It's physics, breath, biology, and grounding. So, the next time your energy's off, touch something ancient. Touch a tree.
यूनिवर्सल टेलीविजन को सब्सक्राइब करना ना भूलें। उसके बाद बेल बटन पे क्लिक करें और अपने कमेंट्स के सेक्शन में अपने कीमती जो ख्यालात का इजहार ज़रूर